Welcome to Wisdom of the World. Today I'm going to tell a story from Bhutan. It's a story that's from the book by Kunzang Choden, Folktales of Bhutan. It is about when you find yourself in a tight spot. It is called The Girl Who Was Swallowed by a Python. And it goes like this. A long time ago, near the jungle, there lived a family. And a young girl, about 11 years old, went into the jungle, which was quite common, to look for food, for mushrooms mainly. And so she went into the jungle, and I know the thorns were hurting her. It was very thick undergrowth. But she didn't mind. It's just how it was. And she saw mushrooms, young ferns, and she even found some orchids. And she was carrying one of those baskets on her back, and she started feeling the weight of it. And she thought, okay, I'm going to sit down, rest a little bit, and then I'll go back home. And so she found a little bit of a clearing in the jungle. And there were several logs spread around. And she sat on the smallest log. And she immediately took off her basket. At that very moment, everything moved and she felt a huge jolt up. And the last thing she saw was her basket and the mushrooms and everything falling over. And then she found herself in she thought it was like a bag that was way too small for her, in a very thick pipe. And she couldn't move, she felt crushed. Her arms, everything, her body felt crushed, and she couldn't move anything. And she had her sickle, to cut bushes, in her belt. And she could still feel that, and she couldn't move her arm. And then, no matter what she did, and then she felt that what she thought was a bag was being carried over the ground, and suddenly she had a little bit more movement, space, and she could move her arm towards the sickle. With great pain, still not far enough, but just her mind was just being dulled, and she just had this incredible wish to live. And so she reached and reached and reached and reached and reached, and could finally reach the sickle, the handle of the sickle. And she just put the handle towards what she thought was the ground. And she held it there. And then, all of a sudden, she saw light again. And more light. And she felt that the incredible pressure was less. And then everything turned dark, and she became unconscious. Now, in the meantime, at home, her family was a little worried because she had not returned home. So the mother sent her two oldest sons to look for her. Now the sons had no trouble finding her because they could follow her tracks fairly easy. They could see where she had picked some ferns. And then they came to the clearing, and they stood still because there this huge python was standing there. And they were terribly afraid. But then they looked and they looked and they saw that the python was not moving. They got a little closer, and then they saw their sister as rolled out, laying there stiff with her head towards the ground. And the older brother ran over and turned her carefully over and said to the younger brother, "She's still alive." And then they saw that the python was slit open, and they guessed what had happened. And they carried their sister home. And there they bathed her and bathed her and bathed her and put all kinds of medicinal herbs, especially wormwood, on her. And slowly, little bit by little bit, she recovered. But there where the slime of the snake had directly touched her skin, sores came up, and she kept having wounds all over her body the rest of her life that reminded her of the terrible encounter in that forest. If you have any comments on these stories or suggestions for another one, do let me know. Thank you.